Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Story Vibe English. Today's story is not about kings, or queens, or billionaires. It is about something more important. It is about time. Time is the most precious thing we have. But most people waste it. They scroll. They wait. They say, tomorrow, I will start. But tomorrow never comes. This is the story of Alex. A young man with big dreams, but small habits. Every morning, Alex said, I want to learn English. I want to get fit. I want to start my own business. But then, his phone buzzed. A new video. A new game. A new distraction. He told himself, I'll study tomorrow. I'll exercise tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. And tomorrow became the next day. The next day became next week. Weeks became months. And nothing changed. One night, Alex sat in bed, staring at the ceiling. He asked himself, where did my time go? But the truth was simple. It went nowhere. He had thrown it away. And soon, Alex would learn. That time does not forgive. Once it is gone, it never returns. The next morning, Alex woke up late. He checked his phone. 3 hours, gone. He sat on the bed, angry at himself. Why do I keep wasting my time? He walked to the mirror. His face looked tired. His eyes looked empty. In that moment, he remembered his childhood dream. When he was 10, he said, one day, I will travel the world. I will speak English. I will be successful. But he was 25 now. And what had he done? Nothing. He felt a sudden fear. Not of failing. But of never even trying. Later that day, he visited his grandfather. The old man sat in a chair, smiling warmly. Alex asked, Grandpa, what is the biggest mistake in life? The old man answered softly, wasting time. Because you can lose money and earn it back. You can lose friends and find new ones. But once time is gone, it is gone forever. Alex froze. The words hit him harder than anything he had ever heard. For the first time, he realized. His excuses were killing his future. That night, Alex made a promise. I will not waste another day. From tomorrow, I start. But promises are easy. Keeping them is hard. The next morning, Alex woke up with new energy. He told himself, today is different. Today I will change. He made a plan. Step 1, study English. Step 2, exercise. Step 3, work on his dream project. It looked easy on paper. But real life is never easy. He opened his English book. After 2 pages, he felt bored. I'll take a short break, he thought. The break became 1 hour. He put on his running shoes. But outside it was cold. I'll run tomorrow, he whispered. He took the shoes off. Finally, he sat at his laptop. He wanted to work. But his finger moved to the YouTube icon. 1 click. 1 video. Then another. And another. Before he knew it, the day was gone. That night, Alex stared at the ceiling. He felt weak. He felt angry at himself. He whispered, why am I like this? Why can't I change? But deep inside, a small voice answered. Because change is hard. But not impossible. The next morning, Alex felt tired. He wanted to quit. His mind said, see. You tried, and you failed. You will never change. But then he remembered his grandfather's words. Once time is gone, it is gone forever. Alex closed his eyes. He took a deep breath. And he decided. I will not try to do everything. I will just do one small thing. So he opened his English book. He studied for 5 minutes. Only 5. Then he stopped. It was not much. But it was something. And that made him proud. Later, he put on his shoes. This time, he did not run. He only walked around the block. 10 minutes. But again, it was something. At night, he sat with his notebook. He did not write 10 business ideas. He wrote just one. A small step. When he went to bed, he smiled. For the first time in years, he felt hope. He learned an important truth. Small steps are better than big excuses. For 1 week, Alex kept his promise. Every day, small steps. Every night, a little progress. He felt stronger. But then Saturday came. His phone buzzed. A message from his friends. Party tonight. Come on, don't be boring. Alex hesitated. He thought. I worked hard all week. Maybe I deserve a break. So he went. The music was loud. The drinks were sweet. The games were fun. He laughed, he shouted, he forgot his plan. When he opened his eyes the next morning, the sun was high. It was already noon. His notebook lay on the desk. Empty. He felt the guilt like a heavy stone in his chest. I wasted another day. I broke my promise. He stood in front of the mirror. He looked at his tired face. And for a moment, he wanted to quit. But then he whispered to himself. Yes, I failed today. But one bad day does not mean a wasted life. I will try again. I will not quit. And for the first time, he understood. Success is not never falling. Success is always standing up again. The next week was a war. Not against other people. But against himself. Every morning, Alex fought the same enemy, laziness. It whispered in his ear. Sleep more. Relax. You have time. When he wanted to study English, the voice said. 5 minutes is enough. Do the rest tomorrow. When he wanted to exercise, the voice said. It's too hard. Why not rest? When he wanted to work, the voice said. Later. Later. Always later. Sometimes Alex listened. Sometimes he fought. It was not easy. One night, after a long day, he sat at his desk and wrote in his notebook. My greatest enemy is not the world. It is not money. It is not other people. It is my own laziness. He stared at the words. They were true. And they were painful. But in that moment, Alex made a decision. He closed his notebook and said out loud. If I can win against myself, I can win against anything. One morning, Alex woke up before sunrise. The city was still quiet. No cars. No noise. Only silence. He sat by the window and watched the sky slowly change from dark to gold. For the first time, he felt peace. He thought to himself. This is my time. My secret time. The world is sleeping, but I am awake. He opened his English book. The words felt easier now. He repeated them out loud, slowly, clearly. And he realized something. It was not about talent. It was about time. If I give time, I will improve. Later, he went for a run. His body was tired, but his mind was strong. Every step was a victory. Every breath was proof that he was alive and fighting. That night, he wrote in his notebook. The secret is not motivation. The secret is discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. And with that, Alex had reached a turning point. He was no longer waiting for the right moment. He was creating the moment himself. Not every day was perfect. One Friday, Alex came home tired. Work had been heavy. His head hurt. His body wanted rest. He told himself, just one short break. Just 10 minutes on my phone. But 10 minutes became 1 hour. 1 hour became 3. Before he knew it, the night was gone. The next morning, guilt returned. He stared at his notebook. Empty. No English words. No plans. No progress. His mind whispered. See. You are still the same. You will never change. For a moment, Alex believed it. He felt weak again. He wanted to give up. But then, he remembered something his grandfather once told him. A wasted day is sad. But a wasted life is tragic. Alex closed his eyes. He took a deep breath. And he whispered to himself. I lost yesterday. But I will not lose today. He picked up his book. He started again. Small steps. Always small steps. And once more, he moved forward. Weeks passed. Slowly. Day by day. Step by step. Alex kept studying. 5 minutes became 10. 10 became 30. Soon, he could understand English videos without subtitles. He kept running. At first 1 block. Then 1 kilometer. Then 5. His body grew stronger. His mind grew sharper. He kept writing his ideas. 1 page became a notebook. A notebook became a plan. For the first time, his dreams started to look real. One evening, he looked at himself in the mirror. He saw a new person. Still Alex, but different. His eyes were brighter. His face was full of energy. He whispered to himself. Change is slow. But it is real. And every small step was worth it. For the first time in years, Alex felt proud not of his dreams, but of his actions. One day, Alex's friend called. Let's go out tonight, he said. There's a new game, a new party. Don't be boring. For a moment, Alex felt the old pull. The voice of laziness whispered again. One night won't hurt. You deserve to relax. He looked at his notebook. The pages were full now. Words in English. Plans for his project. Dreams turning real. He felt the weight of a choice. Go back to the old life. Or keep moving forward. Alex smiled gently. He told his friend. Not tonight. I have work to do. The friend laughed. You've changed, man. Alex answered softly. Yes. I have. That night, instead of wasting hours, he studied, he wrote, he grew. And he learned an important lesson. Every yes to laziness is a no to my future. Every no to laziness is a yes to my dream. Months had passed. Alex was no longer the same person. He spoke English with confidence. He could watch movies and understand them. He could talk with foreigners and not feel afraid. His body was stronger too. Not perfect, not like an athlete. But full of energy. Healthy. Alive. And his project? It was no longer just ideas in a notebook. It was becoming real. Step by step, piece by piece. One evening, Alex sat with his grandfather. The old man listened carefully as Alex told him everything. About the books. about the runs, about the plans. His grandfather smiled. I am proud of you, Alex. You finally understand the truth. Life is not about waiting. Life is about doing. Alex nodded. He finally felt it deep inside. The power of action. The value of time. That night, he wrote one line in his notebook. Time is my most valuable treasure. I will never waste it again. One morning, Alex opened his email. There was a message from a company. They had seen his project. They wanted to meet him. His hands shook as he read the words again and again. It felt unreal. At the meeting, Alex spoke in English. Clear. Confident. The same language that once scared him now gave him power. The manager smiled. Your idea is strong. Your English is good. We want to work with you. Alex could not believe it. All those small steps. All those late nights. All those battles with laziness. They finally gave him something real. When he walked home, the city looked different. The streets were brighter. The air was lighter. Because he was different. He whispered to himself. This is only the beginning. But I already know the secret. Don't waste your time, and your time will reward you. Success brought Alex happiness. But success also brought pressure. The company wanted more work. Deadlines were short. Meetings were long. Every day was busy. At first, Alex felt strong. But slowly, the stress grew heavier. One night, he looked at his notebook. For the first time in months, the pages were empty. He felt the old voice whisper again. You are too tired. Skip today. Rest tomorrow. One day won't matter. It was the same voice that had trapped him years ago. The voice of wasted time. Alex sat in silence. He realized something important. Laziness never disappears. It always waits. It always whispers. He closed his eyes and said firmly, I know you, old enemy. And I will not listen. Then he opened his book. He studied for 5 minutes. Just 5. But it was enough. Because it kept the promise alive. Alex smiled. He had learned the truth. Discipline is not a battle you win once. It is a battle you fight every day. Alex sat at his desk one evening. The city lights shone outside his window. His notebook was open, full of words, ideas, and plans. He thought about his journey. The wasted days. The small steps. The battles with laziness. The first results. The new challenges. And then, he wrote one final lesson. Time is life. To waste time is to waste life. He read the words again and again. They felt powerful. They felt true. From that day, Alex lived by one principle. Every day must be used. Not every day would be perfect. Not every day would be easy. But every day would matter. Even 5 minutes of study. Even one short run. Even one small idea. All of it mattered. Because time is like drops of water. One drop seems small. But many drops fill an ocean. Alex closed his notebook and whispered. I will not waste my life. I will use it. Years later, Alex looked back at his life. He was no longer the boy who said, tomorrow. He was a man who said, now. He had traveled. He had built his dream project. He spoke English with ease. He lived with energy, focus, and purpose. And when people asked him, what is your secret? He always smiled and answered, don't waste your time. Because time is life. And once it is gone, it never returns. That was the lesson. Simple. Clear. Powerful. Thank you for listening, my friends. This story had one clear lesson. Do not waste your time. Time is life. When you waste time, you waste life. When you use time, you build your future. Here at Story Vibe English, we share stories to help you learn English and to inspire you to grow. So if you enjoyed this story, like this video, subscribe to Story Vibe English, and tell us in the comments, what will you do today with your time? Remember, every small action matters. One step today is better than 1,000 promises tomorrow. This is Story Vibe English. See you in the next story.